There's frustration among Eskom customers as hundreds continue to queue outside the power utilities offices across Johannesburg to have their prepaid electricity meters upgraded and recoded before tomorrow's looming deadline. Eskom says prepaid customers with active electricity meters but have not been buying electricity will be granted an extension to update beyond tomorrow's deadline. This could come as a slight reprieve to hundreds of Eskom customers who've been spending long hours in long queues outside Eskom offices to get their meters recoded ahead of the deadline. Tomorrow is the deadline for the recoding of the meters.
Started last year already with this program in 2023 to communicate to customers to say they must go out and buy their tokens so that they can get the additional tokens that they can update their meters because of Sunday being the 24th of November where these meters will be, or the software will be expiring. So to prevent that, they needed to update their meters by punching in or loading those tokens into their meters so that their meters doesn't expire. Now, what we have seen, because from May, June, we saw most of the customers, actually we had about 4 million customers that had already updated their meters. And now numbers were trickling in. As we speak, we're sitting at just about 5.2 million, but we still have these customers that about 1.7 million that are still outstanding. Now, what we're seeing with these customers is that most of this, it is 99.9% of these customers are customers that we call zero buying, meaning that these customers have not been buying electricity for the past 6 months or more. Some actually more than that 6 months, more than 3 years or so. So what we have now done, because from our back offices, what we have done is that we had a breakthrough in terms of ensuring that these customers can also update their meters beyond tomorrow. So what we have done is that we've pre-generated their tokens, the tokens that they can use to update their meters, so that they can be able, or they can be able to collect these tokens for them to be able to upload on their meters and update their meters. But all that we're saying is that for you to be able to collect these tokens that we have created now, you need to go and buy electricity from a legal vendor or all the retail outlets that we have that are selling electricity, and do not repeat by the same mistake by going to those vending, or if you have breached, if you don't have a meter, use your meter numbers, take your meter number, go to the legal outlet and or vending outlet and buy electricity. In that manner, or you will then receive your 2 additional tokens that then you will need to then come to us from Monday onwards so that we can further assist you to complete the program.
SABC News reporter Calvin Tutla joins us for more on this. Calvin, you were in Soweto today. You got to speak to some of the residents. You started out in Shawelo. Tell us what the feedback from the residents have been there.
Good afternoon to you, Oliver Dixon, and to our SABC viewers at home. Yes, so we started in Shawelo, in Soweto. Sneaky queues, as always, long lines, people frustrated, others complaining that they've been there, others slept there, and they told SABC News that others have been there since from 4 a.m. and they were complaining that it's taking time and they have not eaten, but they want to make sure that they meet tomorrow's deadline, which is the 24th of November 2024. We then have to move to Orlando, to Otipkloof now, and also sneaky queues. And that is where we had sad news that someone collapsed there because she was standing in the sun for such a long time. It was very hot, Oliver, today, and people did not have water, and most of them did not have umbrellas, but they made sure that they go there and stand for hours just to make sure that they don't get a cut-off come tomorrow.
Have residents been talking about how they feel Eskom has been communicating with them about the recoding process?
Yeah, we spoke to others yesterday and today. They are saying that they did not know, most of them, especially the elders, they are saying that they did not know that there was such a program, and they did not even know that tomorrow is actually the deadline. Most of them, they are saying that they only knew from Monday, when they heard it on radio and seeing things on television, that on Sunday it's a deadline. And the scary part was that if they don't cooperate, then they will stay in the dark. That is why most of them had to wake up and stand in those long queues.
Yeah. So at these service points, are there officials that are doing the recoding themselves, or are they just merely getting the recoding token that they have to go and then administer themselves at home?
You know what they do when you get inside them, you explain yourself and why you are there, because I have to tell our SABC viewers that most of them, not all of them, most of those who are there, they are those who are not buying electricity or who have not been purchasing electricity for a very long time. So Eskom is phasing out the old meter boxes so that he can introduce the new ones. So they give you a certain number that you have to take to your house, and then you have to punch it in your box. Then it has to work. If it doesn't work, then you have to come back. That was a struggle for most of them, because some of them were coming back there for maybe for the third time, saying that yes, the numbers that you gave me, it doesn't work. But Eskom said that they are trying they are working hard to make sure that by tomorrow all is sorted.
Do these residents ultimately admit to Eskom that they have tempered with their meter boxes? I know that the city of Johannesburg, City Power, has a program where a forgiveness program for those who have tempered with the meter boxes. They say, come in and let's do the recoding. We'll also regularize your meter box without the penalty of it, which in the city of Johannesburg, that can cost 14,000 Rand if you're looking at a 3-phase meter box. Do residents come clean to Eskom that, look, I would love to have my meter recoded, but I unfortunately have tempered with it?
They do, Oliver, I have to be honest, they do. That is why, most of them are saying that is why they took time to hit the call from Eskom. That is why they ignored what Eskom was saying when he started to roll out this program, because they knew that the engagement between the customer and Eskom would lead to them maybe being penalized, because they know that they don't pay electricity. Most of them, I had when I did a live crossing with Griselda Lewis earlier, I spoke to a lady saying that she has been trying by all means to punch numbers in that meter box. I'm saying, so you are not winning? She says, no, I'm not winning. So do you have electricity? Yes, I do. Where do you get it? And then she laughed and told me that, no, I have breached for a very long time. People have been breaching electricity for a very long time. I have to say, yesterday we spoke to a father who told SABC News that he has not been paying for electricity for over 10 years. And you could imagine now that that person cannot just come out and go to Eskom and come clean and say, no, Eskom, I'm the culprit, please deal with me, because maybe the penalties will be too harsh for most of them, because some of them are saying they are not working, they don't have money.
Yeah, and what's the feedback from Eskom? I know you spoke to Daphne Mukwena, who's the spokesperson of Eskom. What has she said very specifically about customers who have meter boxes that have been tempered with?
Yesterday, you would remember that Eskom issued a media statement about this extension, so most people were confused. They didn't understand what Eskom is talking about. Yet today, we managed to get Daphne Mukwena, as you are saying. She is saying that the extension mostly is for those who are not paying for electricity, for those who does not have meter boxes, and those who are buying electricity from illegal vendors, because one of the issues that Eskom is facing is that there are those people who are buying, they are buyers, but they are not buying electricity from legal vendors. They are buying it from illegal vendors. So Eskom is saying, okay, it's fine, we are extending, but for you, you are not buying, you don't have a meter box, and you are buying it from illegal vendors. You have to go and buy from a legal vendor, and then you bring the slip to us, and then we will check it from there. That would happen on Monday, the 25th of November.
Calvin Kluter, thank you so much for that. Really do appreciate it.